long time since we guys have actually talked to each other, and please forgive us for the same. Uh, Life has been good in the recent while, but we were not getting the kind of speakers that we wanted to have on the show. But today we have someone who will intrigue your mind for sure. That's our guarantee. That's a guarantee from Live Talk Science. So for today's show, we have someone whose story you have been sharing a lot on your Instagram, and who has made the whole ISM fraternity really proud. He is a year 2000 mining machinery pass out. He's right now working at Google, and he's producer come actor of an Amazon Prime movie named Gatham. So we're extremely proud to have you on the show, Bhargav, sir. Yes, sir.
Absolutely. Thrilled to
Really
be on
proud
the
to have you
show.
on the show.
Thrilled to be on the
It
show.
means a lot to us of taking. So it means a lot to us that you took out your time. So make sure you're not wasting your time, and we just stick to good questions out there. So I'm also a mining machine student, so it feels like I'm talking to a senior right now rather than anything else. So how did the whole Gatham happen to you? Because it's really interesting and intriguing. I just went to the trailer few days back when the whole thing got into ASM, so it intrigued me. It's different. It's different. It's not a typical Bollywood movie. It's not a typical Hollywood movie. It's somewhere in the between, with the DOP and acting and everything. It talks about thriller. It goes you through a whole journey of making you realize that Indian cinema has a great potential in the future. So, how did the whole Gatham happen to you, sir?
Well, it would have been great if you
I
guys
hope I
had.
question.
Uh,
Yes, sir.
it, it would have been awesome if you had watched the movie itself. Then perhaps you would have asked me. You will. I don't know. You might ask me more questions, but that's okay. Trailer is good enough. So Gatam. Gatam means past in Telugu. Okay, I am from Andhra. I'm from
Yes, sir.
Vizag. As you said, I'm 2000 mining machinery pass out. I used to do a lot of dramas. So while at ISM, I was more into extracurricular activities rather than academics. Do not follow that as an example. Um, Not a good example. But yeah, so really into dramas, really into dramas, mono acting. I've won so many awards and certificates. Almost this thick acting and mono acting, among other things, right? Jam, debate, whatnot. All a lot of stuff. Net. I out of when I was getting out of ISM, I applied for National School of Drama. I don't know if I would have been accepted or not. I
Yeah.
applied for National School of Drama. I probably would have gotten into it because of all the certificates I had from nationals, youth fest, and all that. But my dad said he'll break my legs, um, and he said the thing is this thing called Java and C++. Just go do it. As any good son would do, I went and did it. And, one thing led to another. There was this company in Vizag who said, come over, we'd like to talk to you. They asked me a few questions in English. I answered my questions in English. The fact that I knew English was good enough at that time. So they said, okay, here you have a job. And they took me to state. They took me to the States, and and then finally, I joined Google and blah blah blah. I'm very passionate of tech. But in 2015 is when I started. I met Kiran. Kiran is the director of Gatam. Okay, and he plays. So I have a cricket team in Arizona, right? So he plays cricket for me. I never knew this guy
Okay.
was into directing and all that. Suddenly he said, he sent in a WhatsApp group, this is my short film trailer, and later on the short film came. I blown out of my mind. I mean, this quality is like mind blowing. What the heck? I knew this guy so many days, and I said, dude, I need to act as well. And then, so my second film, short film, got so many awards that we decided to make that short film into a full-length feature film. Gatam is actually loosely based on my second short film, which is called A Winter to Remember. And that's how in 2018
Okay.
said, let's write this thing, and he wrote the story, he wrote the screenplay, he read me the script about my character, and I said I got to do this.
So I was going through LinkedIn like few days before. I figured out you're really, really passionate and interested in machine learning and artificial intelligence, and you have posts regarding the same 2 or 3 years back. How did machine learning? Yeah, I was just going through it. There were 3 posts basically on machine learning. I was just reading, and I was like intrigued. Well, sir has some real knowledge about what he's speaking, and from acting to machine learning to artificial intelligence, we have something great to learn from you, sir. So my question to you is that how did Google happen to you? Like, because a lot of people like will take you as inspiration right now since you're acting and since you're working in a ML and a AI field altogether. So a lot of ISMites take you as inspiration. So how did Google happen to you? Not Google. That's a wrong question to ask altogether. How did the whole journey of coming to Google happen?
Right. So again, right. So since 2000 onwards, I've been in like Java, C++. So I've been a software engineer. After being studying for mining machinery engineering, I decided to change my career, or rather, I was thrust upon the software engineering career, and I kind of excelled at it. God knows why, but I liked coding and and all that. So in 2014-ish, or no, sorry, 2011, right, when the big data and machine learning started becoming a thing for us, though it was a thing before. I decided to go trust myself into that area. So I did some self study, lots of stuff. And then that's how I got into machine learning. I changed into product management in 2006. I pursued my career in machine learning and AI. And then in 2019, I decided to try for the fangs, if you will: Facebook, Apple, Amazon, Netflix, and Google, right? So then I asked around. I did my research, and I said, if this is the game of practice, the more you're practiced, the more you're prepared. Think about it like studying for your ISM exam or an IIT JEE exam. This exactly is what it is. So Google has a 0.2% acceptance rate. Harvard has 4%. So that's how tough it is to get. So that means you have to put in that much effort, and which is what I did. I spent about 3 months where I didn't know the difference between night and day. So much so that during my interview times I would fall asleep. So I was studying the whole night, or preparing the whole night. That by 2 o'clock I was like jet lag, right? So I had to break that cycle. So I had to sleep during the night and break that cycle to actually give good interviews, which I did. And then, I gave Facebook, I got Facebook, I joined Facebook. Then Google came and swept me off my feet, literally, if you will, with the offer. And then Amazon, I got Amazon as well in a startup. But Amazon, they keep bugging me even now. But, yeah, Amazon, I didn't consider because I got, yeah.
Intriguing, sir. Really, like it may interest us a lot. So I haven't went to the film, so extremely sorry for that part because I'm not well versed with the language and I'm not into the South Indian movies. But I was like blown up with that trailer altogether. uh, so can you just elaborate about the role of your film for the audience who's watching it right now, and what's the film all about in a short? And I think that will make enough for the audience right now.
Okay. Let me see.
Yes, sir.
See, the whole movie is it's a psychological thriller. Okay, it's a dark psychological thriller. It'll start off slow. It'll start off on very familiar lines. There's this guy called Rishi who lost his memory, and there's this girl who says, I'm a girlfriend," and they both of them try to they go on a journey exploring Rishi's past. Rishi is that guy, and on their way
Okay.
they get their car stalls, and they're picked up by they're helped by a stranger. That stranger takes them to their house, and from there it's everything goes downhill, if you will, right? However, when you think it's familiar, that's when the twist starts, and they'll keep on twisting you till the end itself, till the right to the end. So it's in fact, after the 30 minutes, the story will go at a breakneck speed with twists and turns. And this is my challenge to you guys, right? You give it 20 to 25 minutes. I will bet you that the movie will keep you on your seat till the end, right? That's
Fine,
what it
sir.
is. And I can't reveal more about the character. Because if I reveal anything about the character, that gives up the suspense.
Yeah, fine, sir, fine. So what do you think? Like the Bollywood and the OTTs that we have right now, there's all a different rush between the two. Both of them platforms are working on something different altogether. OTTs right now is more about storytelling. In some sense, it tells stories in a more perfect manner rather than Bollywood is more about entertainment, if we actually look into it. So, what do you think is the future of OTT? Since you're working very close, you have produced a movie altogether in Amazon Prime. So, what do you think is the future of OTTs in India right now?
I think the landscape changing. I think the storytelling is changing. Masala. It used to be a lot of masala, right? It used to be like
Uh,
bare-chested, bare-knuckled, bravado. Do like this and something blast. And, all that sort of mumbo jumbo, which is entertainment. Which is entertainment. Don't get me wrong. I mean that is masala. If it sells, it's a product. At the end of the day, you might be the most
no doubt,
sophisticated
sir.
guy, engineer. You might build the best Ferrari, but if you don't have a buyer for it, it's absolutely useless, right? So whenever you make a movie, at least my this thing is I have to sell it and it has to make good money, right? That's the whole point there. And of course, it will only
Yeah,
make good money if somebody is entertained, right? At the end of the day, paying members are the ones who pay for it, right? And if
yeah,
they're not entertained, they won't pay for it. As simple as that. So in that way, if you look at it, masala was there. However, if you sensitivities are changing, right? Previously, we used to buy a ticket and we had to go to theaters to actually watch a movie. Right now, the movies are coming directly to your living rooms and your bedrooms. So there is a paradigm shift happening here, isn't it? So in that aspect, the
yeah, no
storytelling
doubt.
has started becoming more honest, if you will. What you said is absolutely right. The storytelling is more honest now, right? Keeping to the storyline, no theatrics or less theatrics, if you will, right? Depending upon who the actor is and all. But that's what it is, and I think OTT is going to stay here, and I think the OTT honest storytelling will creep up over into the mainstream Bollywood and Tollywoods of the world, onto the screens.
Cool. It was great learning from you about like OTTs and everything. Cool, sir. If in case like a lot of people get inspiration from you and ISM itself because we haven't seen a recent figure who is into acting stuffs altogether and so seriously. We haven't seen some of those seniors. Probably we haven't known some of those seniors extensively. So, what is your advice for someone probably who would like to get into the creative field of filmmaking or acting or anything like that? Who's from ISM itself? Let's just stick to ISM. So, what's your
Throw
advice for
every,
them? Since you have known ISM.
throw everything out, throw everything out, and start doing it. Right, that's the only way you're going to realize your dream. So acting, be it acting, directing, cinematography, um, what engineering gives you, what ISM gave me, what I am today who I am because of ISM, right? No doubt about it. I just love my days at ISM. I can't tell you how much I love and miss those days. So it builds up your character. It builds up your character. It builds up your abilities. So cherish the moment, the moments you have at ISM, right? You will never get them back again. That's the hard truth. However, it's building your character and readying you for your future. And the future is going to be bright. Once you're an ISM, I'll tell you it's going to be bright. Don't worry about it. So the thing about movies and film is, so the things about films and movies is, it's how would I put it? It's addicting. It's very addicting. The glitter, the glamour, it's very addicting. I'm telling you. After the movie released, I spent the next 1.5 months just interviewing during night times, right? Just the entire night I'm giving my interviews to all kinds of newspapers, channels, and all that. And then early in the morning, I have meetings for my Google meetings, right? Office meetings. So round the clock. However, it is intoxicating, right? It keeps you going. Now, after 1.5 months, those interviews have died down, and I had a withdrawal symptom. The thing about films is that just go do it here. I mean, that's what I would advise. But start small. Start small. Don't go all in, right? Going all in is a stupid thing in my mind. You got to be you have to take risks, but those risks should be calculated ones, right? Therein lies your indicator to whether you'll be a success in life or not, right? How well you take your risk. Risk should be taken, but you shouldn't be reckless. So take those risks. Go to your today. If you have a DSLR, that's all you need to make a film. Okay, even with an iPhone, I can make a film.
No doubt, no doubt about it. Yeah.
Explore, go take it, learn all the crafts, directing, editing, music, adding music, acting, all this kind of stuff, right? Learn, and if you have it, you'll understand it. And once you make a few short films, let's say the fifth one, sixth one, you'll understand, dude, it's time to, promote myself next to go to the next league, if you will, to the, indie films or actual film. So, don't sell yourself short, but yet be realistic, right? Don't have wild, stupid dreams. Just have realistic dreams.
No.
Well, let me take it back. There's no stupid dream as such, right? Just be realistic, take steps, but don't take too many risks. Calculated risks is what you should take.
Cool, sir. So we'll just wrap up the whole session in 10 minutes or so because I love talking to you. So I just don't want to. We'll talk something about ISM since you started with the ISM. We'll talk about ISM. Oh, let's talk about your journey in ISM altogether because it's really intriguing to know from a senior 20 years back how ISM was. So how was ISM back then in 2000s? How was it? It has changed a lot now, but how was it back then?
Well, here's the thing. I'll be very honest. You switch off the camera and the recording, it'll be a different ISM, I'll tell you. But on camera, it'll be a different camera.
No. Yeah.
But
No,
but let's see,
I'm getting it. I'm sure.
Yeah, I mean, you know, it was a wild west, if you will, right? In those days, I think compared to what it is today, I heard the mess system has changed completely.
Oh yes,
And
sir. Yes, sir. It's completely
the
changed.
messes used to be more very rigidly around state lines, if you will, and and
Yeah.
highly contested back in those days. Everybody would give their all in for their mess, sort of thing. What else? I was never a great student. In fact, I was never a good student. I think I gave all my teachers heartburn, and I want to ask them for forgiveness. But I don't think they will. I was such a pain in the butt for everybody. But my guru, my godfather is dean. He was the dean then, Professor Anand
Okay.
Chattopadhyay. He was my godfather. I owe
Okay.
everything to him. So he was so kind to me. All the professors, just putting up with a pain in the butt like me was, I think, is a is a tribute to their tenacity, if you will, on trying to educate young people. Right now, I have a 15-year-old kid. In 2 years' time, he will be ready for the college journey. So I am literally sitting in my pants right now because I don't want him to turn up to be like me.
So I think we'll go with the last question right now since we're running out of time and we don't want to bore you. I hope we haven't bored you, sir. Because
Absolutely not. I'm enjoying it.
we loved having a okay, fine, sir. We loved having a conversation with you. I will make sure that this conversation reaches to every audience in ISM. All the professor will watch this. We're gonna make sure this. Okay, so last question is: how has life changed after Gatham? How has the life changed? This
Well,
is the last question. We won't be boring you anymore, sir.
no worries. You're not boring. Don't get me wrong at all. Yeah, it's been entertaining.
No. Yeah.
So life after Gatham has become really busy. Um, on an average in a week, I hear at least 2 or 3 scripts now. People are calling me and trying to tell
Okay.
me scripts. They want me to act. They want me to produce one or another or both. In some cases, so it's very busy. And if you really want to make good movies, you have to give time to that because you never know when you'll unearth
No doubt.
a diamond in the rough, you will, right? So I take a lot of time, listen to scripts. In fact, a script might run over into a couple of days, depending upon the role and all that. So that's what it has been. If I go to like in my hometown in Vizag, I go to the beach and walk on a daily basis. 2 or 3 people recognize me now and say, "Hey, you're the dude from what?" Still, they can't remember the name of the movie. Some remember my name, but that sort of thing is happening. So that's the change. And now we have sort of agreed on a second movie. We're doing a second movie now. We're going to start shooting it in July. I think completely.
Fine, sir. Fine. I hope we are done with this podcast. It was really intriguing and interesting to talk to you, sir. Like, it blew my mind, to be very precise. It blew my mind. I know ISM audience will love hearing to you, and they're waiting for having you on the platform. We had a lot of requests to please have Bhargav sir on the board. Like, we'll try to have him. And that's it.